Yeah. And hello. Let's see. Go. That should be everything. Apart from my rings. That I know I forgot. Yay. Let's check in on Eidolon. Like I'm starting to need more accuracy. Okay. Fine. Just fine. I mean, hi. Like I said, I forgot my rings. I feel naked at the moment. But we have the coffee. This is what is truly important. And I have also chosen my next critter to make. But first, we need 3 more of these. Muffins. Let me just... There you grab that. I have the body parts for Nessie on my desk in front of me, right below here, so... It's a bit hard to reach. I also have some scraps I haven't put in the scrap bag yet. Whoa! Maybe I should have done that too. Oh well. What are these? I don't remember what these beads were for. But they are on my desk for a reason. These Toho treasure, so... What I'm trying to reach is this. Stitch markers. And let's see. Hello, maybe? Yeah, let's go with the yellow. It matches the hook and it's highly visible on green. So let's go with that. Let's go with that. I hope everyone is having a great time zone. Over here it's still fucking cold. Hello, Dizzy. I forgot my rings again. I'm naked. I blame Mother on that. She started talking to me before I was caffeinated. That's criminal, yeah. No, you know, I'm doing fine apart from the sneezing fit I had as soon as I woke up. That was fun. All I remember is that it was magic ring. That's all I remember. I did wrote the pattern down. Yeah. Round 1-7 according to pattern. Okay. Fine, I guess I'm scrolling up then. I think. No, I'm scrolling down. Start with cryptids. Nessie is down below at... No, wait. Didn't it start with Nessie? Yeah, it did. Here it is. Let's see, fins. There. Reaching here too. Have a weather warning. We'll be staying in. Wow. Here it has to be extremely extreme. Otherwise, they still expect you to go to work and school. Sometimes. And when I say extreme, I do mean it has to be extreme. Not just, oh, it might be ice on the roads, and oh, we might have high-speed winds. No. You're still expected to go to school and work. Then I watched the news from the UK where they closed shit down for like 1 inch of snow. Sadly, not kidding. I have seen that done. Is it just me or is the camera? Feels like the camera is too close. If I like that. You know what? That's better. Något kanske smashes. Guess already. Or prepared, yeah. It's about the same here, so at the moment everyone is freaking the fuck out. Okay, one in. It's both funny and sad. Like, I've heard stories from people in Canada that got like 3 feet of snow and still everything was open. 3 feet? And other countries are closing down over 1 inch. 1 inch, by the way, is like that. That's about 1 inch. There are countries that close down over that much snow. So today we need 3 fins. Then I can put Nessie together and start on the next critter that I have already chosen. And it's actually something I have never done before. So that'll be fun. And I'm probably the last on which of the crocheters to ever make one of them. I have the yarn too, at least one of them. Maybe both. Where did I put the brown? Okay, I can't find the brown at the moment, but I'll find the other one though. And it's only 2 colors, so that'll be interesting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, come on. Please turn the right way. Thank you. Okay. Increase here. Want to increase, okay. Got it. I really wish I had some Fishman friend for my throat. But didn't have my favorite flavor last time I was at the store, so I didn't get any. Ah. And my throat is feeling that. My favorite is the original. The fully white bag. So you're gonna have a nice day in, eh? How much crafting do you have planned? Oh, and I might actually finish the blanket before the week is up. By the way. That'll be nice, as they're promising this weather to continue. And even get worse. I'm tired of using a pillowcase as a blanket. Granted, it's a very nice, thick, soft green pillowcase, but still. Got our crochet pattern crisis. Gonna be help you through it. Yay! I think I've missed a stream or two of hers because time zones. Last week off? Ah, okay. Yeah, I have no idea what those plushies even fucking are, because I am not a K-pop or a J-pop fan. I rank it right down there at the bottom of the list with rap. Of music I cannot stand. I respect their work. Some of their outfits look amazing. But the music itself? No. The music and the lyrics cannot stand. The lyrics most often also don't make sense. So far, every single one where I have gone through the lyrics is like written by AI. Yeah, I am not sure I have much respect for the actual music. When it sounds like shit, and the lyrics are even worse than it sounds. Their outfits look amazing though. Yeah, I've seen a few of the plushies Lady B made, and I was like, ooh, I would like most of them. In completely different colors. So I might make something similar. Because if you just switch the colors around, or in some cases completely different colors, they would be so cool. Yeah, YouTube is a look interesting generation. Launch your iPad out the window. Yeah! I blocked so many channels last night. That's part of why I wasn't active in Discord, even though I had actually planned to be yesterday, because I was on YouTube trying to find interesting stuff to watch, and I was just going through my front page recommended and just ticking in don't recommend channel at least 30 times, because it was all of those fake Reddit stories. All of those that goes like my boss tried to fire me, but he didn't know I was the CEO and this is what happened, and so on. Or my mother threw me out and stole my boyfriend, but it turned out ... Those fake Reddit stories narrated by AI. And probably the stories are AI too. So yeah, at least 30 times. I lost count somewhere around 22. I ticked in don't recommend channel, don't recommend channel. And also for some reason, keep in mind, I watch / follow exactly one Swedish YouTuber. I haven't watched a video of his in 3 years. Suddenly yesterday, at least 1/4 of my recommended were Swedish. So I just ticked in don't recommend channel. I have no idea why I suddenly had Swedes in my recommended, when I haven't watched a single YouTube video in Swedish in 3 years. And I only follow one single person. And suddenly my recommended was full of them. Oh yeah, that is odd, and I was kinda pissed off because I cannot stand Swedish. I pretty much only speak it with mother because she refuses to switch to English. Otherwise I would be happy to never ever have to speak Swedish in my life. Or hear it. Okay, we're starting round 7 by the way. So this is where we need to go over to my deviation of the pattern. Never mind the fact that I had to rewrite the entire pattern apart from one single piece. And yes, I am still upset about that. Never mind that I know people that have the actual book and love it and have made over half of the patterns in it. Don't think that this Nessie pattern should not have been able to slip into it the way it is. I'm thinking maybe I should just rewrite the pattern and release it. Because if I have to rewrite an entire pattern to make it work, does that mean it's still the original designer's pattern, or is it my own if I have to rewrite the entire thing? Apart from one piece. Yeah, but the gray zone comes that it will still look exactly like the designers. After my rewrites, this will still look exactly like the designers. It's just that I had to rewrite the entire pattern from the book to make it look like the designers. That's the gray zone. That's why I'm hesitant. Okay, round 1-7 according to pattern, change 2. Round 8. Okay. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a gray zone. I might just ask around in some other discords, see what they think. Like Lady B's Discord, there are plenty of people that have designed and released patterns. And while I have designed almost 30 patterns, none of them are actually released. So I'm not exactly sure what should be okay and what should not to actually put out into the world. Because mine would, pattern-wise, mine would look completely different. But the finished object would look exactly the same, so... To be a bit of a situation. Okay. 10. If I did his fin according to what the pattern says, it would not look the same at all. It would look like a cone instead of the shape it should have. Thankfully, experience will prevail. Okay, so we have one more round, and then we need to do 2 more fins. Then we can put the nest together. Like I said, I have all the parts laid out right in front of me. And as usual, finish with a slip stitch, even though not written anywhere. Because it's just what I do, regardless. It just gives a very nice finish here at the end. So instead of having a stitch and sticking right up, it's more flat. Speaking of flat, let's flatten the fin. There we go. Perfect. And here's the first one. Yay! Now we need 2 more. Maybe I should start putting her together. Let's do that. And okay. For some reason my fan fell down. I have no idea why. Oh well. Where do we start? Yeah. We can start by finding all of the pieces. There we go. Okay. That needs to go there. Means that I can actually fix this end, because we will not be needing it. I didn't fix a single end because I was upset about the pattern. And I still am. There is. That's 1, that's 2. That. Oh wait. Okay. That's the end taken care of. Okay, the head needs to go on that. Which of these? It's this one. Okay. Good. should have enough thread for that, yeah. I think. I hope. Let's go. That is right there, like that. Yeah, I should. Let's angle the head actually. Instead of having the head straight forward, let's angle it slightly up. Because that way, when she's done, you can play boop the snoot. You can boop the snoot. Angle it. There we go. I want it to be exactly there. I will stuff this piece more. I just also want to make sure to get the angle right. Yeah. Which ain't exactly the easiest. So yeah, the head will be that instead of straightforward. Because isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see cryptids? Boop the snoot? Or maybe that's just me, what I would do. Okay, so I need to go... okay, a few messages. Then we shall see, if I have time to start the next critter. Time for hot soup to warm us up. Yay! Okay, now I need more stuffing. Don't mind me shoving the needle into Nessie's head. But yeah, when I stuffed this piece, I intentionally understuffed it, just so it would be easier to sew it up. Let's see. Definitely more. Reach. Reach for the cloud. I think when I rewrite this pattern, I will make it so that this is one piece. Because it ain't that fucking hard to do. It really, really ain't. There's some clever increases and decreases. You can get a curved piece. Not that hard. Still annoys me that they made it in so many pieces when it's not actually needed. I think that annoys me more than having to rewrite the pattern. To be honest. Like, sure, it would probably be a longer pattern if these two were written as one and curved instead, but it would be less sewing. Like the middle piece and the tail could also be one pattern. There was no need to make that either two separate pieces. No need at all. Not even for shaping reasons. And I know I'm complaining a lot, but at least I got valid reasons for it. Okay. The head didn't end up quite where I wanted, but it's fine. Will be a slightly articulate head. Now I go in there, turn. I want to go down there. Making the knot down here. Okay. 1, 2. There we go. Then in down there. There we go. Perfect. I think I understuffed the head, but it's fine. Let's see. Would it actually be easier if I put a tail on this piece first? Maybe. If I put the tail on that piece first and then put it on here. No, it would still be the same. Okay. Doesn't matter. Just put that on the desk. Oh, That's the placement. I think. Yeah, it should be there. Okay. Wow. Almost an hour and I have made barely anything at all. Woo! Man, I have been complaining a lot. Can tell by the lack of work I've done. This, however, does need to be stuffed more. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna need more coffee. Gonna be an ad soonish anyway. Because I have my ads set to every half hour. Okay. Then again, line them up by putting them on my desk. Go. Maybe turn it a bit so that's on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Okay then, let's go. Start over there, I suppose. Okay, first stitch is in. Okay, now I don't have to hold that in a death grip. Through both the loops, please, and thank you. Is it going there? Okay. Then out. There. Okay. This'll be fine. I should really have a curved needle, but the only ones I'm finding at the store have they have either a super small or super huge eye for the thread. Well, I'm looking for something more like this size. And I am just not finding it. You done? Fine. Slightly better, but still. Wow. Who's you? Well done. Okay. Can I even last with that? Probably. Okay. And yes, this is annoying when it happens with this yarn. Not exactly a very fun yarn. Okay. I really don't have much left, so I should be fine with this bit. Okay, yeah, that should be exactly right. At the moment I got 2 stitches left. One. Now I need 4. And then just make the knot. That's it. Do it right there. I don't exactly need to make the knot in the dark part with this light green. Let's see. Okay, that's another part. Okay, did you end up how I wanted you? Yes, you did. Sort of, kind of, okay. Okay. And now, tail. I think I'm gonna put a tail on 2 and then grab more coffee. That's just gonna go on like that. Yeah, that should be fine. I will have to stuff the tail a bit more, but it should be fun. I do really love this yarn, but sometimes it's a bitch to work with. I'm not gonna lie. Will I need to stuff it more? Yeah, a little bit more. Okay. Grab a little piece of cloud here. I don't want it chunky, but I still want it shapely, I should say. A good word. Not chunky, just shapely. I have been squishing the poor thing into oblivion in certain parts. Up. No, up there. I will grab a coffee as soon as I've done this knot here. Go. Okay, let me just shape it up. Okay, we have our Nessie without fins. Head slightly tilted up so you can boop the snoot. We have 2 fins, we still need 2 more. But I also need more coffee. Because I can see the bottom on this. See? Bottom. Even more bottom. And we need to fix this. There we go. Okay. This need the yarn. Because like I said, we have 2 fins left. Okay. 2, 3. Yeah, come here. Okay, I'm not gonna use a stitch marker for this because it's just And then 1 and increase. Now I can put the marker in. I got stuck on nothing here. Okay. Okay, come on. Get in. It would be a bit annoying that this yarn unravels and fluffed up when you work with it. It's not exactly made for amigurumi, let me put it that way. Okay, so 2 more increase rounds left. Coffee. It do be tasting like mother, I forgot the sugar. Again. Yeah. Still on the right track. At least it will look great when it's done. Lunch done, warmer now. Nice, nice. I have fresh coffee, so I'm also warmer now. been working on a pretty new cloak? Actually, it's right next to me. Let me just... Yeah. Go. This is the start of it. So yeah, the entire cloak will be like this. There is that one. And just normal black eyelash. So this here, because you start from actually I have a red one right here. Because you start from up here with this and go down and out. So I need one more round. And then it's the increase round that creates the shape. Hornet is still wearing the green one. Still wearing the green one. I love this one so much. This turned out way better than I thought. I do actually have a pattern for Hollow Knight. So I could make both of them and have a set. You know, while I still have some left of that white, so they can be the same size. Because I'm quickly running out of white. Which is the first time I can ever say I'm running out of white yarn. But thankfully I only need white for the head, so... Decent yarn shop close to you? Yeah, remember I said I had that tiny one that sells only yarn? The only one in the entire fucking city that sells nothing but yarn. It's, let's see, what is it? 20 minutes by bus, and depending on traffic, because I need to cross 2 streets, about 5-ish minute walk. Is that where you got the pretty plushie? No, I actually got that at a normal store that sells home goods. Where I got this shirt and the pride bag. They sell home goods, like everything from kids' crayons and books, all the way up to big ass kitchen appliances and such. They have everything. They have a small-ish outlet section with clothing and shoes. That's where I got the shirt. And then right across the aisle there is like a small, very small crafting section, and that's where I got the yarn. But no, when I need more both common and specialized yarn, I will go to the yarn shop. That's also the shop where I can get sour balls. By the way, expensive as fuck, but I can get them. And I can also get some fancy silk yarn and such. They even have some cashmere. And I really wish I was super friendly with them, so I could maybe work there. But it's so small that they're not looking for people. It's really a hole in the wall. They have a limit of 3 customers. That's all that fit in the store, by the way. 3 customers. You cannot fit any more customers in the store. Have you asked? No, but there are already 2 people working there, plus 1 extra. No, the 3 that are there, they have been there for over a decade. They have no plans of switching because they are all older. I think one of them is retirement age. If not, both of them are, and then their extra that they sometimes have, she's not much younger. And if I had the money, I would probably buy it. But I would need so much money just for monthly rent in that location. It is a prime location. So I think that if any of them dies or moves on, like a retirement home, that shop will probably close and become an extension of the coffee shop that is right next to it. Because the rent is that high and the location that prime. Go there and throw flyballs at them? I wish. Like, it is on the actual bus route leading into city center. And in that same hub area, you can also take the state buses that go out of the state completely. Not just the city buses, but the actual state buses you can also take there. Putting the stitch marker in just in case. Was right. Oh, here they don't stay empty. There are some rich people that buys them up. Like in just just a 4-minute walk from me, there is a grocery store in combination with a small tobacco shop and a burger joint. But on the same side of the building as the burger joint wall, there used to be a hairdresser. When she quit, the burger joint instantly bought up her entire space. Like instantly. Less than 2 days after she was gone, they had already bought up the place and started rebuilding. That is also a prime spot. Stop competition moving into? Yeah, probably. But yeah, things that close here don't stay closed for long. Either something new will have moved in less than a week later, or the adjacent places will buy it up and have it completely added and rebuilt less than a week later. It's like you blink and you miss it. So yeah, I really wish I was a rich bitch so I could buy that yarn shop. Because the coffee shop that is directly adjacent will probably buy it up. When they do, you know, die or move on. Since everyone that works there is elderly. I wouldn't be surprised if they're approaching 70. If not older. Probably too much yarn, but whatever. Need to go out to get your prescription? Oh no. But do you really have to do it today, or can you wait until tomorrow morning? Because even if it might be important, there are things that can wait a day. think we need one more fin, right? Right? Yeah, we need one more fin. Nessie, finless. And the head looks wonky, but it really isn't. Like when I look at it from the front, it doesn't look wonky. One more fin, just one. Then we can put the fins on and start on the new critter that I have already decided. Okay, do I have 3 or 4 here? That looks like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. I just made that first stitch very, very tiny. I need more coffee. My caffeine stream always have too much blood in it, so I need to refill often. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Let's see. 1. Increase. Get in, there we go. One. And increase. Hello? It's just right fucking there. Go. Hopefully it won't be too long. Ah, okay. Right, 3 more increase rounds, okay. I am not caffeinated enough. Okay. Okay, last increase. This would be so cool. Okay, now we'll go around twice. I really hope the next creator doesn't have any issues. I haven't looked through the pattern. But I'm hoping it does not have the same issues as this one. This one was horrible. I think I'm probably gonna say fuck it. Rewrite this pattern, take some pictures, and then release it. Okay, there we go. That should have been 7, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, okay, good. Yeah. This will be the last fin, then I just need to decide which fin I want where. I need 2 more rounds after this one, however. Maybe for fun, I should do one Nessie exactly according to the pattern. And see just how different it is. Okay, one last round. Then we can put the fins on. Finally. Or would that be fin alley? Okay, last stitch, there we go. And they're gonna slip stitch. You may not think it does any difference, but it does. Okay, there we go. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Stop falling down. Go. Mm. This is almost all of the white I own. So I am wondering if this will be enough for the next critter. Because the next critter is like completely white. Okay, let's grab this. Grab the fins. Oh, okay, it does turn out fairly similar. But it does. Oh, that's quite funny. Okay. So how about I put these on the back? Maybe? Yeah, let's put the darker ones on the back. And then these two lighter one on the front. After I've separated them. Go. Because these are literally just gonna go in like that. And then the back ones are going here like that. Bridging the tail and the body. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's put these lighter ones in the front. And let's do it right there, actually. Just lightly there. That should, in theory, be able to keep it up. Just the head weighs more. I put it there. Or let's get a pin. And another. If I put that one on there. I have a book nearby. No, I did not. Damn it. I don't have any book or anything nearby. Ugh, my desk is full of body parts. Maybe reach that. Need something flat. There we go. Let's do here. Yeah, that'll be perfect. That should be perfect. That way you use boxes of chocolate. I'm actually just gonna keep the pins in for these first few stitches at least. That fin is exactly where I want it to be. Okay, that's one. Means that this one be there, I suppose. Actually, yes. Put the pins in here before I drop this. Okay. Yeah, that will be right. Okay. I'm gonna have to move one pin though. Oh. Okay. Pretty much exactly the same as the other fin. Just a slightly different angle. Really? Okay, if I go in there and go out somewhere here. Nice. Is those mushed. Okay. Back fins. It'll be slightly harder, I think. Maybe not. I do believe that should be the right position already. It helps if you don't shove the pin into your finger. I kinda want to move it down, but also not. I think that should be fine. It'll probably look a lot more in line after I have sewn it on. I think it's the pins making it look weird because what I can see, it looks like the perfect position. Yeah, because that will go in there like that. So, yeah. Okay, it's fine. Well, it should be fine anyway. Really? Yeah, that'll be great. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Alright, that gets us right at the joint. Okay. Good here then. home again is getting dry. Woohoo! Yay for being dry. And home. We have one more fin. There, I think. Possibly. Or maybe that'll be too far down. Yeah. I'm gonna move it up a tiny bit. Move you up to there. I do believe. That should be better. Like, it doesn't have to be exact. But it still needs to look good. Come on, get in. Thank you. Just a few more stitches. And then Nessie is finally done. That's correct. Go the last little bit. Okay, and then away with the pins before I prick my fingers again. There we go. And she's finally done. Took a while. And almost complete pattern rewrite. But we have our little Nessie. The only thing I didn't have to rewrite was that piece. I had to rewrite every single other piece in this entire pattern, apart from that. Bring our box of chocolates again. Checking that she's actually steady. Looks to be quite steady-ish. A little wobbly, but fairly steady. She doesn't tip over. Like I said, I did tilt the head slightly up so you can boop the snoot. I still say that making that piece and the tail in one should be no issues, so why have it be two? Making the head and that piece into one is also not that hard. Like, for example, I actually have an example piece that has, for example, the little dino. Like, the head, the body, one piece. Curved. Curved. So why not, like, a whoa? You just need to make a few changes to the dino and you can make that and that in one piece. And then that and that in one piece. Which means you only have two pieces to sew together right here. And then the fins. And you're done. It's not really that much different. So why the designer made Nessie in 40 million pieces? I have no idea. I also have no idea why every single fucking piece apart from one was completely wrong. Pretty much. This was the only thing I did not have to rewrite at all. I had to rewrite the head, rewrite the fins, rewrite the middle piece, rewrite the tail. Completely. Just to make this look like the pattern pictures at all. Because when I made the middle piece according to the pattern, exact same hook and yarn, this is what I got. And this is not some angle difference. You see, I'm holding it directly above. This is the middle piece I got by doing it exactly like the pattern. You see, no trick of the angles, that is the actual piece I got. Exact same hook and yarn. So yeah, about 80, 85. Depending on how many percent you count each piece. But she's done. Finally, and she's cute. And can stand up on her own. Being generous to them, yeah. Very generous. Yeah, we got her done. I'm gonna put her on that box of chocolates while I find where the pattern was for the next critter. And I'm hoping this yarn will be enough. Because it is entirely white. Apart from the horns and eyeballs. It is entirely white. So I am not sure this will be enough. And this is almost all of the white I own. Unless I can find some other white sometime. Or if I completely change the yarn. But this is acrylic and the only other option I have for this critter is expensive. Not exactly the same brand, but the same shade and thickness I can get. I just need to like cut off a piece and take it to the yarn shop. They can help me. Let's start with grabbing more coffee. I should be ending in 40-ish minutes, but we can still do something. I'm gonna start by grabbing more coffee and going to pee, and then we're starting a white jackalope. The first one I'm ever making. But yeah, it's finally happening. We're making a jackalope. So, be right back. There we go. Okay then. Let's start praying. And let's also start with the ears. don't get any issues. Or I'm gonna completely riot and crash out and burn down a building. Just kidding. About the building. Maybe. Let's see. One. Two. Or. Yeah. So far, what I'm seeing on the ears, there should be no issues. On the ears, at least. I'm not gonna put a stitch marker in just yet because it's so tiny. This is just. One and increase. And then one and increase again. Okay, really? Get your fat head in. Thank you. Okay, this apparently does not want to turn on its own, so. Yeah. This is slightly thicker than the green yarn, so. Much better. I think I might have more white, but if it's the same shade, I have no idea. Because this isn't white. It's more like eggshell. Actually, I think it's very similar to a crew. No, a crew is more yellow. Yeah, a crew is more yellow. But it's not white. It is more eggshell. Okay, where were we? 2 then increase. Okay. Yeah. That's one thing I do regret about the moth. I need to continue working on. It's choosing a bright white. But I did want to make the first moth directly according to the Pika Pow colors. And they used a bright white. No, I have not worked anymore on that because that one is gonna require focus and attention because I'm starting on the neck ruffles, which is a combination of single crochet and spike stitch in 2 different colors while increasing. Come on. And at the moment the yarn for the moth is kinda sort of buried underneath a bunch of other yarn and projects and things. Like, I think I see the bag from here. Just no, that's a yarn for Hornet. Okay, never mind. I don't see the bag. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig a bit to find out. Yeah. So at the moment we have a bit less than half an hour left of the stream. Alright, need to log into World of Warcraft after. Guess it will be a reset day. Need to check my vaults and shit. See. Okay. Was here? Okay. Will be a fairly big one. Really? Six rounds? Let's see. Oh no, it still looks like the pattern. Okay. Then... yeah, okay, yeah. I thought we had another error, but no. No, we do not. It does make sense. It does. I will need some paper, however, to write on. Envelope from a phone bill. Good enough for me. My pen. I only need to doodle some markings on it. Whatever. Let's go in the middle of the paper. Whatever. Let's see. 6 rounds, so let's do a 1. Like I said, if I find another fucking error, like the Nessie pattern, I am gonna scream. All of our envelopes have doodles on them. Not all of mine, because I only recently opened the bills for the month. So they don't have doodles yet. This is actually the first one of the month to get doodle on, and that is Mother's phone bill. According to the company logo. But yeah, this will be big. Like, this is the start of the ear. This is halfway-ish. And then the rest of the body, like... Let's see. Yeah, rough calculation is gonna be about the same size as Hornet. It's gonna be about the same size as Hornet. Rough calculation. At the moment. Based on what I can see from this ear. It's gonna be about that. I do not have more white yarn somewhere. This is just the only white I can currently find. Apart from the ball of ecru, but that is for the blanket. Because I don't think I have enough of the dark blue to actually fill out the last corner of the blanket. I'm gonna have to add, most likely add some of this ecru white to the corner to actually make it a corner to corner blanket. And not a corner to nibbled on blanket. And also this is fairly annoying because Les keeps trying to run away from my lap. Due to it being actual ball shape. I think we can most likely finish up this year before end of stream. That would be nice, right? Yeah, I need to figure out what the fuck to have for dinner. The daily mystery. Did you see this finish? Very cute. Yeah. Assuming there are no issues. I will be making another baby kraken, by the way. With a different yarn. Do I even have that yarn here? Yeah, I do. Because I'm gonna make a baby kraken in this. He's still hanging out on my desk, by the way. Yeah, I think it will match nicely with the green one. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna make the purple one angry too. Or if I'm gonna make that one happy. Because I use the teddy bear noses to make the green one angry. You can also use the noses to make happy eyes. I can still use up some noses. Peri peri chickpea and tomato stew. Ooh. I have no idea what I'm gonna make. Something something sausage. Because when I was at the grocery store, I got 4 different kinds of sausage. Because they were discounted. So they were half off. So I got 4 different kinds of sausage that we normally don't get because they are stupidly expensive. But because they were discounted due to expiring soon, they were 50% off. Which means that you buy them and you shove them in the freezer and they last for another 3 months after the date. Yeah, I love the discount section for meat. I think I spent like 27 US dollars on only meat when I was at the store. And if I had bought the same meat at full price, it would have been almost 60. See, that's 6. That's which brand? I'm on 14. Okay, so 10, 1, 2, 3. That's the one I just did. 13. We have 3 more rounds. Oh yeah. 3 more rounds and then the first ear is done and I can end stream without doing overtime. Woo! The best part is the ears don't need to be stuffed, so yay! Pastry Savvy started to make meals that last us for next day too. Yeah, I either make meals that last 2 or 3 days, or I make one main with a side, but then the main I make more of because you can combine that with other things. For example, if you make spaghetti bolognese, you can make extra of the bolognese and have the day after in soft tortilla. That way you only have to make half a meal and not an entire meal. And if you fry up meatballs, you can throw some extra on there, and the day after you can make some yummy cheese and meatball toast. And have with a salad or something, and you still get a full meal without doing all of the work. Like 2 days ago I made pasta, but I made extra so that I could have pasta yesterday. Yeah, you need to play it smarter, not harder. There are quite a lot of meal hacks on YouTube that cost more time than you actually save, because they don't combine meals like that. They do stuff like making a shitload of different meals in one day, so you stand in the kitchen the entire day cooking for the week. Completely different meals. Instead of just making one thing and then combining other things with that thing to make the different meals. And also save time and money. Let's see, 4 and decrease. And then we are done with the first year. Yeah, some are really not worth it because they cost more time in both cooking and doing dishes than you save overall. Especially the ones that use 50 million different containers to store the food in. Okay, that was the last stitch. So now, as I always do, end with a slip stitch. Give such a nicer finish. Leaving a long tail for sewing. Not that fucking long. That should be enough. And squish, 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 squish. Squish. Did I mention squish? I also have something stuck in the yarn. Hold on. I know I have a pair of tweezers. Yeah, right there. Got them. Okay. I'm actually gonna put these closer to me. Go. Okay, there we go. Now I can put stuff away too. Whatever, I'm gonna save this next to me. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'm just gonna keep making body parts with this and see how far I get. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna need more. But that yarn shop is, like I said, only 20 minutes by bus plus maybe 5 minutes walk away from here. So worst case scenario, I'm just gonna cut off a piece of this and go there and get something similar. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the other ear. Then I'm gonna start on the head and the body. I think that's the order. Because the head and the body require the most yarn. And then after that, I'll see how much is left of this. Yeah, we have an ear. And based on this ear, this jackalope might actually even be bigger than Hornet. But yeah, there do be that. It's gonna pack away here. Actually, before I pack everything away, let's do like this. So let's write a note here. Jackalope in white. 3.5 millimeter hook and circle. Back up. Tiny bit smart. There, that. Actually, let's put that up here. One, two. Okay, go. Okay. Now I can end before the next ad appears. So as usual, the score very under. Instagram for the crafting stuff that you see up there is right down there. And our little Nessie will be there in a few minutes. So for now, Thank you for being here, lurking, working. Nice to have you as always, Dizzy. Hope you have a great time zone. Stay safe, stay dry, stay warm, and don't forget to hydrate before you dehydrate. Bye.